The Whispers from the Basement. Prologue, The House of Laments. At the top of a hill forgotten by time, surrounded by trees as dry as skeletal hands, stood the House of Laments. They called it that because of the sounds. Every night, between 3 and 4 in the morning, cries could be heard coming from the basement. Weak sobs, muffled voices, screams that tore through the silence like razors. Many said it was the wind. Others claimed it was the past refusing to die. In 1979, the entire Valente family was found dead inside the house. No signs of forced entry. No clues. Just bodies stacked in the basement, eyes wide open, skin pale, as if they had died of fear. Since then, the house has remained empty. Or almost. Chapter 1. Cursed Inheritance. In 2023, Lucas, a 17-year-old boy, received an unexpected letter. His grandfather, whom he had never met, had left him an inheritance. The old Valente mansion. What kind of person leaves a house like that to a teenager? His mother muttered as they drove to the property. The mansion was even worse than in the pictures. Broken windows wood darkened by time, the front door hanging from a rusty hinge. But the worst part was the air, heavy, dense, as if the place was trapped between two worlds. Lucas couldn't explain it, but he felt a connection to the house. Something was calling him. Something familiar. On the first night he heard them. Whispers. From the basement. Chapter 2. Echoes of the Past. Curious, Lucas went down the stairs into the basement. The smell was unbearable. Mold, damp earth, and something else. Something rotten. He found a wall with scratched symbols. In front of it, an old rocking chair and a mirror covered by a sheet. When he removed the cloth, he didn't see his own reflection, but a boy. He looked like him, but younger, and crying. Behind the boy, something moved. Lucas fell back, heart pounding. When he looked again, the mirror only showed his own face. But the whispers continued. Help us, before he returns. Chapter 3. Hidden Diaries. The next day, Lucas searched his grandfather's office. He found old journals, written in a trembling hand. They held secrets that were never meant to be read. The house traps the souls that suffer in it. Those who hear the laments are already marked. The mirror is the door. The basement is the heart. And his name is Tyr. A name that felt wrong. As if it had been deliberately forgotten. Lucas began to have nightmares. He dreamed of bodies stuck in walls, eyes following him, voices whispering in unknown tongues. One night, he woke to find the basement mirror now standing in his bedroom. It had come up on its own. Chapter 4. The Mark. In the mirror, Lucas now saw the ghosts of the Valente family. They murmured warnings. But there was also something behind them. A hooded figure with long arms and gray skin, eyes glowing like embers. Lucas began to notice marks on his body, fine cuts appearing on their own as if scratched by invisible claws. A message appeared on his chest. Be the next. Desperate, he sought help from the town librarian, Mrs. Mirtes, the only one who remembered the house's story. You touched the mirror, didn't you? She asked, pale. It's a veil between this world and what should never be touched. She gave him a map, a secret passage in the basement, sealed with blood decades ago. Chapter 5. The Portal. With candles and courage, Lucas went down to the basement that night. He found the exact spot shown on the map, a false section of the wall. When he touched it, the wood opened with a scream. Inside there was a stone hallway, dark as death. The voices grew louder. Cries. Laughter. Whispers. Nonsense words. At the end of the tunnel, an altar. And upon it, the mirror. Lucas was pulled into it. Chapter 6. The Other Side. On the other side of the mirror, there was a distorted world. The house was the same but full of shadows. The faces of the Valente family stared at him from the windows, from mirrors, from the walls. Tyr was waiting. You are my heir, Lucas. This house pulses with your blood. Your soul is the final key. Lucas tried to run, but the floor melted beneath his feet. Arms came out of the walls. The laments were now screams. And each scream, a memory stolen from his mind. He fell. Chapter 7. The Sacrifice. Awake again, Lucas saw the altar. Above it, his reflection struggled to escape the mirror. He understood. The only way to save himself was to trap Iter again. But it required a sacrifice. With tears in his eyes, he recited the words from the journal and threw himself against the mirror, shattering it into 1,000 pieces. Iter screamed like a storm. Epilogue: The Silent House. Months later, the house was sealed off. The mirror was never found. But the laments had stopped. Lucas was never seen again. Some say his spirit stayed on the other side, watching to make sure Iter never escapes. Others claim that if you pass by the house on the quietest of nights, you might hear a new voice among the whispers. Run, before he wakes again.